Oh my goodness. Hello guys, it's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. So guys, I know it's nighttime, but I just got finished with doing a couple of workouts. So I did my upper body workout, and then I did my ab workout or my core workout. And one thing I noticed during my upper body workout, pretty much, and that workout. Hang on here. So in that workout, for that one is. Hang on here. Got some notes here. Um, so that workout that I do for my arms, so it's the arm workout, which targets my biceps, triceps, and shoulders. Okay. And in that workout, I noticed that when I was working my arms, I noticed that my shoulder on this side was popping. And that happened the last time that I was working on my shoulders and stuff. So I noticed some popping. So there is an exercise where basically I'm holding a dumbbell on this side and basically like raising my arm and stuff. And I noticed that when I was doing that, I noticed that my arm was popping. And so when I heard the popping, what I did is I kind of slowed it down a little bit, but I kept working the arm and stuff. And I noticed that, of course, my arm was fine, but it was just popping. So that may mean that I may have to work those tendons in the arm a little bit more often than just kind of sporadically during the arm workout. Um, and I noticed it with specifically, I noticed it specifically with this arm with my right arm. To you guys would be my left arm, I guess. But anyway, weird. But yeah, I noticed it specifically with this arm right here. So I noticed that. And so the thing is that I just kind of basically just kind of paid attention. And I heard it before. I will bring it up to like to my doctor when I go to my doctor's appointment and kind of bring it up to him, be like, hey, I noticed this is going on. What do you think? And stuff. So, and just see like what he thinks. Okay. So that way I'm not like stressing out about it. So I'll be something I'll bring up to him. Um, let's see. In terms of the shoulder, there's another shoulder workout I was doing, and I actually had to stop and take a rest. So I paused the video and then I stopped for a bit because I was like, oh, wait a minute. My arms are weak. I need to stop. So I did go ahead and just take a rest and came back to it. So the rest was like maybe like a minute. So I paused the video for a minute and then took a rest, gave my arms a rest for a minute, and then came back to the video, just finished like the exercise or whatever that particular part of an exercise. So I did that. Um, and there was a couple of exercises in the upper and the arm workout that I did that with. And I do that specifically if I feel like, man, my arm is tired or something like that, then I'll do that. One thing I will tell you guys is I do feel cold now. So when I first started off my arm workout, I was cold. But as I was working like my biceps, triceps, and shoulders and stuff through the different exercises as part of the workout, I noticed my body warmed up. And that's something that exercise is really good for, is warming up your body, which is very good. It's not just good for me, it's good for you too. So, and same thing happened when I was doing my ab workout. I noticed that my body temperature was kind of cooling down a bit. And then when I started doing the ab workout, my body warmed up. Now my body has cooled down now that my body is like, all right, we're done with the workout. So, ab workout. So with the ab workout, we're targeting, not just my core, but also my arms and my legs too are being used in the workout and stuff. And so, the target, of course, is to work on the abs. So one unique thing that I noticed happened during this workout is that I noticed that in the workout, I felt there was some of my core muscles that had activated, and I felt them in a way that I hadn't felt them before. So like, it was like my body remembered the muscle memory. So there were some of my core muscles that woke up. So let me move this little note out the way. So the core muscle that woke up, they were like literally like these right here. And I felt them like wake up right here. Like am I? So they're right here. So I felt these muscles like wake up when I was doing like a twisting core exercise. These muscles woke up and I felt like I felt them like loosening and contracting as I was twisting and doing the exercise and stuff. So I actually felt them, and they were activated. And I was like, man, I've never felt these muscles like kick in, and I was like, man, like, and it was, I feel like it was good because I could feel that they were expanding and contracting. So I felt them working. I felt the muscles working in my core, like those muscles. I also felt there were core muscles as well. Let me stand up a little. So there were these muscles down here in the core that were also working. So I felt them working down here. So some that were here that were working. And then there were some that were down here that were working too up here. So basically, I felt these working. Oops, let me see. So I felt these working here. I felt these working here, and then these working down here. Okay. And so, and the reason I show the muscles is because you could be doing an ab workout and not really be feeling anything. Now, I will tell you guys, if you're trying to find like workouts and stuff like that that will work, your arms, you might have workouts that actually are maybe they're, having you do push-ups or something. That's not the kind of workouts I do, specifically because I'm trying to, in the exercises, target certain things. So one workout's for my arms, the other one's for my core. Okay. Now, in those exercises, of course, there's going to be different parts of my body that are going to be working along with it too. But I'm not having to like push my body weight up or anything like that. But I have noticed in my pole dancing class, I have noticed that I'm getting stronger. And, like when I'm in my pole dancing class, like I can tell my shoulders have definitely gotten stronger. Like it's like I feel them like right now. I feel like they are like they're ready to feel and accept the weight of something. Like if I have to hold my body weight, my shoulders are, they activate, boom, and they're ready for me to like, if I have to like jump up and do a pole move or something like that, my body is ready. Like if I have to do like a pole float, then I can, hold my body weight and like float. And things like that. So I can do that if I need to. Um, and it's just really cool to be able to really like, let myself like feel like I feel strong when I'm in my pole class now. Like I didn't feel strong before I started doing these workouts. Now, like I feel strong, like my shoulders, like I really feel strong. Like I feel like, like strong, like my shoulders do anyway. Like my shoulders are like at it. It's like let's get it. That's how my shoulders feel. They're like, they're like ready to, okay, well, we got to tear open a box or something like that. That's how my shoulders are kind of feeling. And that's how I've been like working my arms and stuff like that too, because my shoulders engage and they're ready. Now with pole dancing, typically people don't have to work out. But the thing is for me is that as I progress in pole dancing, like I've kind of said in the past, I want to be able to do more and more cooler and cooler moves. And so I want to be able to do things. And by no means am I the perfect pole dancer. If you guys have watched any videos on my channel, Butterfly Spirit 314, and you guys see my shorts where I'm doing pole dancing moves, I'm still being coached. I'm still learning how to do moves and stuff like that. I'm still trying to learn how to do the more, sexy and sensual and all that stuff. Still trying to figure that out. But when I do pole dancing, I'm a thinker. So that's the thing. I'm this type of person. I think, 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 think. So I'm an analyzer. I'll analyze stuff and try to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And that kind of gets in the way of me being able to like do moves and stuff. But I'm a lot better at understanding, like learning the moves, because I did take ballet classes. And when I started taking ballet classes, I don't take them currently, but with ballet, one thing is that I had the hardest time when I started ballet, like understanding like how do you learn how to do something without having, written instructions, on a wall and a picture of how to do something. But now, as I've done like twerking classes and doing pole dancing and stuff, one thing I find is that I find that I basically find that I'm learning. I lost my train of thought. But one thing I'm finding is I'm learning how to learn moves without having to have them written down as to what I have to do. I'm more so learning how to do things by watching, my instructor do the moves and stuff like that. And it's a learning process. And as a thinker, it's a little bit of a challenge because I have to be like, okay, I got to get out of my head and like get into my body and let my body kind of do this. And that's why I'm like, did I do it right? Is that right? That's why I kind of say that in my videos, because I'm like, did I do it? And stuff. So it's that too. But I really noticed that I really like it. I really enjoy it. And I think it's good. But both workouts, I think I did great today. And I like how I could just like jump into doing my workout and not have to worry. And when you work out, one thing is if you're annoyed, working out is a great way to deal with things pissing you off. If you have an annoyance that happens, you can always do something to try to tune that out. And working out is one good way. And when I work out, I like listening to the music. That's something I love. Like listening to a workout with some bomb music, like that makes it even better. It makes the workout more bearable than just doing a workout and there's like literally no freaking like music. And it just makes it like boring. And so I like that aspect of working out is there being bomb music, like music I can like be like, yeah, I like this music, and stuff. Actually once, so there's this song in the my that I hear during my upper arm workout, on my arm workout, sorry. And when I heard there's a song I heard during my upper arm workout or there's a song I hear during the arm workout that I do. And one day I was at the grocery store and I heard that song. And do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to start doing the arm exercises in the store. But I was like, because at first I was like, wait a minute, where have I heard that song before? Where have I heard that song before? And then it clicked. I was like, oh, yeah, that was in the arm workout. And then I was like, would anybody think it's weird if I start like during my arm exercises? I'm like, I don't have any dumbbells on me right now in the grocery store. And people might think it's kind of weird if I start picking up like a couple of like half gallons of milk or something, start lifting them or something like that. And like doing exercises in song, like, so I'm just like, I don't think I should do that. But I mean, hey, when you hear a workout song and you're in the grocery store, makes sense to me that you might want to start working out. But yeah, I was in the frozen food section at that time, and I think I was getting some cream cheese because I have bagels and cream cheese and stuff during the week for breakfast. And that's when I was at the store and I heard the song. I was like, what the? Where have I heard that song? And then it clicked. I was like, oh. So yeah, and you guys may find that too when you do workouts as well. But doing workouts is really fun, and it really makes me feel good about myself. It helps me feel happy and things like that. So it's a good thing, it's really good. Now, of course, I have to make sure I eat because anything I eat, I'm probably gonna burn off. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I am gonna have my cookies because I like having cookies. So, but yeah, I'm only gonna have 2 cookies, so I'm not gonna have like a whole bunch of cookies or anything. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you, and I guess I will. You guys see me in my next video. Bye.